Let's go to a place where everything is made of blocks, where the only limit is your imagination. Let's go wherever you want to go. Climb the tallest mountains. Venture down to the darkest caves. Build anything you want. Day or night, rain or shine. 'Cause this is the most significant sandbox you'll ever set foot in. Build a majestic castle. Invent a new machine, or take a ride on a roller coaster. Play with friends. Build your own little community. Protect yourself with the strongest armor that you can craft, and fight off the dangers of the night. No one can tell you what you can or cannot do, with no rules to follow. This adventure, it's up to you.
Before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you for clicking. This is one of my first real videos, and I wanted to make it a special one. So this is a tribute / documentary for Minecraft. I know it's had a big impact on my life, and I'm sure it has on your guys's as well. So, I guess enjoy. In a small town in Sweden named Stockholm, a small boy was born on June 1st, 1979, and his name was Marcus Persson, otherwise known as Notch, the creator of Minecraft. Of course, his parents, nor did he know what the future had in store for him, or his parents. In his years to growing up, he found that he was quite interested in computers, so interested in fact that he started writing computer code at the ripe age of 8 years old, even creating his first adventure game. Let it be pretty simple, but still impressive. He did this on his father's Commodore 128 home computer, so you can imagine he wasn't quite a normal boy for his age, but that's not entirely a bad thing. Sadly, during his time growing up, his family life was not as easygoing as it should have been, plagued with many problems, one of which led to his father's death. He committed suicide around 2012. The problem? A long-time drug addiction. Moving on from the sad bits of the story, when Persson was 18 years old, he dropped out of high school to get a job in programming. He worked on multiple different coding projects with another company until 2009. When on May 16th, a little something called Minecraft showed up on the internet. Now originally named Cave Game, but later changed, was the first version of Minecraft. Not too many mechanics or things to do other than break and place blocks like planks and cobblestone. It wasn't anything too special, but when you give something enough time and love, something great will always sprout. During the early days of Minecraft, Notch had gone through many different ideas and mechanics that he wanted to implement into the game, one of them being torches that burnt out. Of course, gladly this wasn't put into effect. I mean, could you imagine lighting up your house only to come back with a couple of unwanted guests waiting for you inside your house? Yeah, no thanks. It's true that Notch truly cared about the game, even after he sold it to Microsoft. But I'm a little ahead of myself there. We'll get to that part later. Let's focus on some of the things that he added to the game over the first few years. In 2009, things like lighting, iron, glass, flowers, health, and creepers were added to make the game a little more interesting. In 2010, things started to look up, with the nether being added, as well as redstone, dungeons, and rails, and even eggs. The crafting table and chests were added during this year as well. In 2011, important things like beds, wolves, and achievements were added, as well as the end dimension. This update also included a controversial addition, being the hunger system, stating that it didn't feel like the game needed something like this, and that it went down too fast, which it did, but later was fixed to not drain like a bucket with holes in it. And on November 18th, 2011, Minecraft released to PC. Now we reach the part of the video which is the reason why I wanted to make this in the first place. YouTubers.
Hey there everyone, Dan here from the Dantdm Minecraft, and welcome to another Minecraft mod review where today...
Hello, this is Stampy Longnose, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video, and another video here made inside Stampy's lovely world. And
Hey, what's up guys? It is Pat, and welcome to our Skyblock series. So today I have with me my girlfriend Jen.
Hey guys.
And what we're going to be doing is a bunch of...
No one can argue that Minecraft YouTubers were one of the #1 reasons why YouTube blew up as a website in the first place, and became the streaming giant it is today. But what made these people so special, you ask? Well, that's what I'm here to answer. But first, what do you think makes a good YouTuber? I mean, is it the upload schedule? The amount of videos he or she uploads, or is it the ability to not use clickbait thumbnails or titles in every video? Well, it's probably all the above, but I think it takes a little bit more than that. So, for example, let's talk about Stampy Longhead and his videos.
Oh, who's up here? Oh, we got Longbow up here, we got the DJs here, of course, in his DJ booth, the person that helped me build this clubhouse, and guys, hit the target, said he's invading, he's got an evil dog armor, he's going to attack my base.
What may seem like boring content today wasn't always looked at the same way back then. People now are so used to the hyper-edited Minecraft videos today, it makes his look boring in comparison. While Stampy's content is more laid back and it's uncut, letting you just to sit there and kind of absorb and listen to him and his interactions with his friends. There's no blood-curdling screaming, no adrenaline-pumping action, like 100% of the time, but you don't need that. You don't need that to make a good video. Stampy shows that. I mean, he does have action in them sometimes, like in the videos where he has to save his dogs constantly from hit the target, a character in the series that plays as the main villain. Videos do more than just entertain though as well. When Stampy's dogs die, you're met with a sad feeling, because even though you know the dog wasn't real, you still felt an attachment to it, because the world that Stampy built with his friends felt real, and those interactions with all these characters were real. That's another thing. It shows compassion and friendship. It shows that you can do if you work together. And as a kid, this was amazing. It made the world you lived in feel so friendly and approachable. He's the reason why I wanted to make lots of friends in elementary school in the first place. Just the idea of a big group of friends having fun together was an astonishing idea. So I guess I leave off on Stampy, thanking him both for the entertaining content and positive messages streamed through his videos.
Pod over there where Denton will be waiting for us. Look at him, he's happy to he's really happy that we're coming over to him. So this is Denton, this is the little laptop that I've got, and it's just scanning all the area. And oh, I forgot to mention, there is this biome over here. It's scary.
Another YouTube with a big influence was Dantdm, or otherwise known as the Diamond Minecart. A big name in the mod review community, but his first videos included videos like How I Met Trayaurus and the first video about his undead dog named Grim. His videos were much more than just a review. They had a certain feeling to them that made them so fun to watch. Dan seemed to be able to make every mod showcase he did feel so fun and exciting, with all types of different stories and all kinds of different characters, each giving them a unique personality from the last, making his videos quite different from the rest. Dan really seemed to inspire the imagination a lot in his audience by making up these crazy and exaggerated stories with these funny characters. I know, because I was one of those kids. He made me want to write a story more than any other teacher I had ever. Characters like Grim the dog, Craig the strange mailman, and a fan favorite, Dr. Trayaurus. It's just a simple cast of characters, made feel real with the stories behind them. I don't think I could ever forget waking up just to see what thrilling adventure the trio would go on next. Dan is an amazing YouTuber, and I'm glad he was a part of my childhood.
Alright, so
Oh no, I just jumped in the fire. Oh, I'm dead.
You are really.
I lost all the cobblestone.
No, you didn't. It's right here. You're doing a really bad job.
And now I'm soaring through the sky.
Oh, I forgot about the spawn.
Popular MMOs and Gaming with Jin were one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers at the time. But sadly, due to their divorce, their channel has kind of stopped progressing forwards due to the unpredictable upload schedule and the bitter taste in a lot of viewers' mouths over the unforeseen splitting of their favorite Minecraft YouTubers. But skipping over all of that, it doesn't change the influence that they had on the platform. With what started out as a channel to promote a gaming website, became a Minecraft YouTube juggernaut. Believe it or not, Popular MMOs, or Pat, only created the channel for his website, which was used to help people figure out what kind of games they should play. But one day, Pat decided to upload a gameplay series to the channel, ignoring the type of videos he originally wanted to upload. The series in question was a Minecraft series. After the first few uploads, he noticed that the videos got pretty good views and brought a lot of traffic to the channel. So instead of focusing on the website, he decided to put all of his time into making Minecraft videos. Along the way, he met a girl named Jen, or as YouTube knows her, Gaming with Jen. She was brought into the channel as Pat's girlfriend, and since day one, the community loved her. They both met at an animal shelter doing community service during high school. I know, how cute. Anyway, with the duo both being in the videos, now the channel started to blow up. Videos like the Walking Dead Adventure Map and the Ticket series all did really well for the channel. Later down the line, Pat did a lot of mob battle videos, with mods that he found and thought would make a cool fight. And another series that would do quite well was his Lucky Block videos. With Lucky Blocks, he had a lot of free range on what he could make, like his Lucky Block Dropper videos, the Lucky Block Race series, and everyone's favorite, the Lucky Block Challenge Game videos. These videos would include Pat and Jen fighting a mob using the stuff they bought using with what came out of the Lucky Blocks as currency. With all of this in mind, the channel was pulling insane views. But as we all know, all good things must come to an end. On May 25th, 2019, a video was uploaded to the Popular MMOs channel, which included the title, "We Are Breaking Up." But how could this be? Was this a late April Fool's prank? Everyone was thinking on how what seemed to be the perfect couple could break up. In a video, they gave reasons as to why they were splitting up. One being that Jen wanted kids and Pat did not. Another stating that they both deserved to be happy. As heartbreaking as this was to millions of their subscribers, including me, one thing we can take away from this video is that what made the channel wasn't just Pat, nor was it just Jen, it was both of them. Pat later met another woman named Eleni, who soon became Pat's girlfriend, and later wife. And Jen met another man named Andy. Now, Pat and Jen continued to make videos together for a little bit, up until late 2020, where the uploads have kind of just slowed down almost to a halt. Some videos being uploaded months apart. One would think that after the dust settled, that things would go back to normal. But seeing as the channel was built off of Pat and Jen both, it's as if the pillars holding and supporting the channel were pulled out from underneath it, having it all come collapsing down. Now, it's sad to see a channel so well established and people so well known fall apart so fast. All I can say is I hope that both parties, Pat and Jen, can move forward and be happy. See, now my experience with Minecraft comes from YouTube. I started watching mod showcases a little before they became so popular. All I know is that during that time, the closest thing I could get to playing the game was playing the demo on a now old Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. Runs like garbage today, but back when it was still new, I played the absolute crap out of it. My favorite thing to do was just to build a bunker underground and creative and wait till night for the zombies to come out. Not like I was surviving the apocalypse. I even built a glass ceiling as to see the zombies walk right on top of me. It got old after a little bit, since creative was the only mode I could play, and zombies were really the only mob of the demo. But that didn't stop me from continuing to build giant libraries and huge brick buildings. It wasn't until my aunt bought me a copy of the game for the 360 that I really started to get invested into it. Building huge glass structures and then covering them in lava, then going into them to see it all flow down the sides, making this ominous looking lair. I also like to build stuff that I had seen, like the Krusty Krab off of SpongeBob. Being able to build my favorite things and having the ability to walk through them and experience them like I was in that world. No other game could offer that. Later down the line, a friend shared his Google Play account with me and let me install the full release of the game on the tablet, letting me to be able to play online with him. Since he lived right next door, oftentimes we could spend like 20 to 30 minutes just trying to connect to each other's worlds. But it was all in my eyes, all worth it, making memories that I wouldn't trade for the world. And when he was able to come over, we'd play split screen and create these Hunger Game-like scenarios. We would have secret stashes of armor and weapons, and have these cool structures like huge pyramids and 3-story houses with all kinds of redstone activated weapons, none of which really worked, but that didn't matter. There's more stories that exist that I'm probably just forgetting, but if I want, I can go back and revisit them whenever I want. The 360 sits on my shelf untouched for years. Once replaced by an Xbox One S and now Xbox Series X. This is something else about this game. Normally forget large amounts of your childhood and what you were like all those years ago. But it all can be experienced again by simply pressing play, loading up a world only to be greeted by a sign that was placed by a friend oh so many years ago, stating that they left to go grab some wood for the house, only to realize that the wood they went to go grab never made it back, and neither did they. The world left untouched since that day, house unfinished, pet wolf still sitting in the same place you left him. And as I load into a world that I haven't seen in years, where me and one other friend played on, soft piano played by C418 chimes in, with its cheerful yet at the same time lonely tone, making the tour back through the world even more special. Seeing buildings I hadn't seen in years, like a 1 to 200 block tall Teen Titan Tower, or the replica of the Washington Monument with a reflection pool that doesn't work. I couldn't help but feel something. Slight melancholy, but also a bit of joy for what fun I had back then. To me, Minecraft isn't just a bunch of line of codes. It's more than that. It's a tool to make long-lasting memories, and I'll stand by that. I'd trade a week of my life now just to live for a couple of hours back to that time. One last topic I wanted to touch on was the music. C418 has possibly made the best soundtrack for this game possible. Most tracks consist of this feeling of seeking exploration, but also a sense of longing for a friend. You're venturing into a world all by yourself for the first time. For this, I praise C418 for his amazing work that you've been hearing throughout this video. Another slew of music was the community-made parodies, like TNT, Don't Mind at Night, and everyone's favorite, Fallen Kingdom. There's tons of more songs and everyone is entitled to their opinion, so I will only mention these because they are my favorites. But while these were just parodies of original songs, some parodies ended up receiving more views than the originals the songs were based on. It's crazy. Alright, back to Notch and Mojang Studios. While the creator was enjoying the success of his game, sadly in 2014, Notch sold Mojang Studios and Minecraft to Microsoft, saying that being in charge of such a big company was exhausting and that it had become too big for him. This was quite a big hit to the community back then. Would Microsoft kill the company? Would they ruin it? What would become of Mojang and the game that they had so deeply loved? While the game today as we see it is more complex, as some people may or may not like, I believe that the game that people fell in love with is still there. It's just different. And there's nothing wrong with that. Sadly, Mark was just having an all-around bad time, finding that even with all the money he had made from Minecraft and from the selling of the company, didn't make him happy. Also getting caught up in controversial topics that I won't go into. Not seeing that posting his opinions to Twitter weren't getting him any goodwill, he has ceased from posting anymore at this time. So through many ups and downs during the rise and fall of many community members and even the creator, no one can deny that Minecraft is possibly the most influential game of the decade, and maybe even of all time. And thus concludes my tribute to Minecraft. I hope everyone enjoyed, put a lot of work into this video. If you liked it, leave a like. If not, don't. Well, have a good day.